Hey guys, Mo here. I'm here with my little sibling who doesn't want to be recorded. Want to say hi?
Hi.
There you go. Maybe you heard her. I don't know. She's a bit quiet, shy, and there's a person behind me. Awkward. So we're heading off to Lerderderg State Park. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's near. Where is it near? It's near Bacchus Marsh, Victoria. And the hike we're going on, or the trail, is like is a short one. It's about 2 hours, around about 2 hours maximum to and from. It's not like a circuit, it's an actual like track. And we'll decide halfway if we should actually continue on or just head back. And apparently my sister's looking up how to pronounce Lerderderg State Park.
Lerderderg.
Is it Lerderderg? No, it's Lan, isn't it?
Lerderderg.
Lerderderg. Well, I've been pronouncing it wrong, so we're actually heading off to Lerderderg State Park. So yeah, we're heading off to Lerderderg State Park, do a trail. Probably, which trail do you want to go? Something easy, or you want to go moderate difficulty?
Moderate.
All right, moderate's around. Moderate's about, I think, 4 hours. I think.
Bitch. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure out once we get them. Probably because the moderate hike or the moderate trail is actually a continuation of the easy one. So basically, it's like the easy trail is halfway of the moderate trail. So we'll probably just figure out once we hit the end of the easy one if we want to continue or head back. And yeah, so now we're heading off. Alright, so we made it to the park nice and safe. We found parking and there are plenty of cars around, so it looks like we're not going to be alone. So right now in the car we're going to decide on what hike we're actually going to go on to. The internet needs to know which one are we going to go into.
So there's the Gorge Circuit. It's 8 kilometers. It's circular.
No, thank you. Because we'll be here for way too long for that one. That's why.
Anyway, can we go to Mackenzie Flat? It is 55 minutes estimated.
Oh, that's easy?
Yeah.
All right, there's that's actually a walk that ends, but then you can easily just continue on. That's the walk I was talking about in the morning.
There's a gorge walk out and same. I think that's the out and back one.
All right, so that's the one that continues on, the easy one. Is it moderate difficulty? Mm-hmm. Is it the moderate difficulty one? All right, yeah.
There's a 13-kilometer one.
Why don't we just do the easy one, and then once we reach the end of easy, we can decide on where we want to go. Perfect. So what's the one we're going to go on? The easy one? All right, the easy one is the Mackenzie Flat to Graham's Dam via the Lerderderg Gorge Walk. Once we reach the end of Mackenzie Flat, we'll decide if we want to continue on.
All right, let's go.
All right. And more people are coming in. People are still coming in. It's pretty quiet. We're in the picnic area. And looks like we're looking for the entrance to our hike. I was about to use my gimbal today, but due to the fact that I'm using an external microphone, it kind of would have like overheated, and the inbuilt mic is actually pretty crap, and I don't want to trap every sound and have my voice like muffled in. At least with the external microphone, you guys are able to hear me. All right, here we go. So Graham's Dan's about 3 kilometers return, 1 hour, formed track with 2 river crossings. That sounds nice. Nice and easy. Lerderderg Gorge Circuit, 8 kilometers, 3 hours. Oh man, I don't trust it. It's formed track, steep sections. And Mackenzie's Flat, O'Brien's Crossing, one way, 30 kilometers, 3 days. What the fuck? That looks nice. Alright, looks like we have to go this way. I'm not really sure because my little sister is using like the trail map app. I gotta be careful because these rocks are sharp and I could slip. And we're going the wrong way apparently. So far we haven't found another person here. That actually looks really cool. It's like it's fallen off the edge. Let me get up here and see if there's anything. Alright. Because the ground's nice and soft. I really hope I'm not on some mountain biking trail. Alright, this is going to be a little bit dangerous. Alright, filming without my growler port is kind of a little bit more difficult. However, this is much more kind of adventurous. Look at that. Oh, bloody spiderwebs. I hear something. I have to go across and hit that point. There's water apparently. No, I don't see up here. Where's the water? I don't see it. My arch nemesis. Stairs. This is weird. Look at this. It's like rock footsteps. It is bolted down. Do you want to go check that out? We're heading towards the water. And here we are. Yeah, it's a bit of water. I don't think we can continue anywhere else. Should I do one more? Now, in order to get back onto the trail, or actually onto the trail, we have to climb up this little bit right here. And for some reason, my smartphone didn't record any audio at all for the rest of the hike. None from the internal mic or the external. I did a funny bit here where I sung that Madeline's theme song. It's a shame you guys missed out.
It's Action Man.
And we ended up just continuing on our little hike, enjoying the bit of nature, the sounds, the smells, what we saw. It was truly peaceful. We ended up getting quite high that if I slipped off this trail, I would be actually hurt. Which means I wouldn't recommend this for kids under 5, especially those kids that don't really listen to their parents and they actually waddle off on their own. Alright, this was the weirdest part of the hike. We ended up finding some random goats that were just grazing. I don't know if the goats are owned by the park or they're just owned by a farmer who lets his goats travel through this park. I don't know what's going on, but we just found random wild goats in a natural park or, well, a state park. I have no clue where these goats come from. It caught me so off guard, and it wasn't like an animal I would expect to find. In my point of view, I always see goats as animals that are mostly found on farms and nothing like out in the public. You can't just randomly stumble upon a goat. So seeing goats at the park was actually pretty fun. It made me extremely happy. And since my sister's like a huge goat fan for some reason, she was ecstatic. We stood there for a good 20 minutes just watching the goats. We ended up moving on. I ended up getting some photos taken of myself on this rock. I look super cool, super cute. So we continued on our hike after we took some photos. We looked at the goats. At this point, we were halfway through the hike, and the reason we were taking our time was that we wanted to really admire and make sure we don't miss out on anything on this hike, like wild animals. Like, damn, I just saw a flock of wild goats in a state park. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't even on my itinerary. And about a couple of minutes later, we made it to Graham's Dam. Who is Graham? I have no clue as of yet. And I just Googled it and I can't find any information about it. So if anyone knows, comment down below. I want to know. Who is Graham? The spot was quite charming. It was relaxing. A great spot to chill with your mates. Maybe have a little fire at night and chill. And I took some photos of myself here with my arms around. And again, I lost my audio, so I must have been doing a bit right now because I completely forgot what I've said. So most likely I'll probably be saying, we made it, it looks pretty, and it took basically no effort to get here. We ended up spending quite a lot of time there, just relaxing and enjoying the peace, just being away from like civilization, people, cars, loud noises. It was just very, very quiet, and it was so relaxing and soothing. And here I am doing a David Attenborough bit where I'm essentially telling the viewer that we could lose these beautiful natural state parks, national parks, due to the destructive nature of man. After the invasive species humans have arrived, we decided to leave. We had plenty of time at Graham's Dam to ourselves. It was a nice place to sit, chill for a bit, but we had to head back. We had to go home. So when I got back to the car park, I noticed that there were a lot more cars there. A lot more cars were coming in. So this showed me that the state park is actually quite popular. This could be due to the fact that it's actually located quite closely to suburban areas like Bacchus Marsh, and that it's actually closely located to a highway. And looking at the map, it shows me it's one of those larger parks that is one of the closest to, let's say, a majority of people who live in suburban areas, such as from the map, I could see Diggers Rest, Sunbury, Melton, Kilo, and so forth. Now, when I got back to my car, I did a quick review, and again, I lost my audio on that. No clue what happened. The hike, the Mackenzie Flat to Graham's Dam via Lerderderg Gorge Walk was definitely easy. I should have challenged myself more by doing a moderate hike, but for me, I do have a limited time allocated for hiking, especially on the weekends. I believe that it being easy is what really drew a lot of hikers to this trail, and a lot of other people who may not see themselves as hikers. I wouldn't call this trail a hike. I might see it as more of a walking path, a walking trail. However, it was still enjoyable. I did have fun. The trail did feel adventurous. I was climbing over trees, walking tight trails that are quite high up. Now, the location is beautiful. I can see why this park is quite popular. The park is so huge, and there's so many trails around the entirety of the park, and it's not centered in one location, which is great because maybe if you want, you could tackle another side of the park which is less populated and more populated with probably like wildlife. Now, in regards to wildlife, I did enjoy the wildlife that I encountered, especially the goats. I'm still puzzled on why there are random goats here. It was such a great surprise in seeing those goats because it just really caught me off guard. Wasn't even expecting it at all. There's also allocated camping grounds. You can reach either using a 4x4 or just simply hiking, which is great for me since I'm looking at getting into camping outdoors. I just need to buy the equipment.
I think the only real negative thing I could say is that honestly, it made me feel kind of awkward to vlog and film myself there, as there were people around me, but this is mostly a me problem and I should just get over it, you know, and just film myself, vlog myself, and become more confident in it. Now, overall, I did enjoy my time here and can find myself coming back here again, exploring the hiking trails, camping, and so forth. I'll probably spend more time on the more difficult trails that are less likely to be populated with people. I'm pretty happy with how today went. Comment down below any recommendations of places I should visit in Victoria. It doesn't have to be a park, it could be a town, or a natural treasure, or even a landmark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am planning on obviously visiting more places around Victoria that I haven't before. Bye!